Hello, good morning, students. Welcome to e-learning. We are learning standard 12th economics. We have started chapter 9 foreign trade. In this particular chapter, we have completed two lectures, and this is a third lecture which we are going to start. Now, earlier in the two lectures, we have learned about the domestic trade, international trade, the meaning, the reasons for the international trade in lecture 1, and then after we have studied a difference between the domestic trade and the international trade. So that was the lecture 2. If you have not watched that particular videos, kindly watch that and then after continue with the third lecture. Now in today's lecture we are going to go with a topic that is balance of payment. So we are going to learn about the concepts of balance of payment, and in that meaning and types of balance of payment which we are going to cover today. So let's first go with balance of payment. Now, ultimately, I am talking about foreign trade. So foreign trade is nothing but is a trading activity between the countries for goods, services, technology, know-how, or we can say some of the capital or heavy machineries. So different kinds of things are being exchanged from one country to another country for their requirement, necessities, or for the development of the country. So here balance of payment help us. What is a balance of payment? Balance of payment stands here nothing but we can say it is an accounting statement. It is an accounting statement which shows that how much goods are being purchased, that is how much goods and services are being imported and exported. So here the meaning says here it is an accounting statement showing the value of imports and exports of tangible goods or visible goods or goods which are in there, physical goods, and the intangible goods, that is technology, or we can say software, services. So all these goods which are being purchased during a particular year, that statement is been shown in balance of payment. So all these entries are being made, and ultimately we can get to know that from one country to another country what all the things are being exported and imported, and finally that statement is being prepared, and that is known as balance of payment. So here also, like you are learning in accounts, so you know the debit, credit, and you know the what comes in, what goes out, and everything you have been learning in your final account and some of the accounts. So same thing here, balance of payment, some of the accounts are being made, that is capital account, current account, and in that every entries are being made. So there is a receipt side, there is always a payment side. So it shows that how much imports are being done from the foreign countries to our country, and how many exports or how many goods are being exported from our country to the another country. That statement is called balance of payment. Again, in a brief definition point, balance of payment is a systematic accounts of value of transactions of a country with rest of the world. एक कंट्री की रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड के साथ जितने भी ट्रांजेक्शन है सिस्टमेटिकली रिकॉर्ड किया जाता है, डेट इज सिस्टमेटिक मीन्स डेट वाइज, एंड उसके अंदर क्या होता है, इट इज नथिंग बट द ट्रेडिंग एक्टिविटी विच इज डन फॉर द गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज, ट्रांसफर ऑफ पेमेंट्स, कैपिटल्स एक्सेट्रा एसेट्स, ये सब कुछ उसके अंदर आ जाएगा. सो वॉट एवर गुड्स, आइदर इट इज एन एसेट, आइदर इज ए गुड्स, आइदर इट इज एन मशीनरी, और आइदर इट इज एन नॉलेज, और आइदर इट इज एन आइडिया, इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी, कुछ भी चीज हो जो पैसे से खरीदी हो उसको हम रिकॉर्ड करेंगे और उसका स्टेटमेंट बनेंगे. जो स्टेटमेंट बनाएंगे उसको बोलेंगे बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट, जिससे हमको इंपोर्ट और एक्सपोर्ट को मैनेज करना रहता है. क्लियर? चलो. So it has a credit side and debit side. You know, you are preparing, you are a commerce student, you are learning accounts, and you find that you know that final account, or we can say earlier from the final account, if you have learned your cash books, so receipt side and we can say payment side is there in an 11th standard. So here also balance of payment has credit side and debit side, and there are, we can say, what is happening in credit side, all the receipts, all the money which has been taken up is been coming in your credit side. So those all goods which are been sent, that is exported, are been coming under the receipt side. उन लोग के पास पैसे लेने हैं, इस वजह से वो receipt side, credit side पे लिखेंगे. And we find that all the payments which are been made from the home country, मतलब जो imports करा है उसके लिए पैसे भरने हैं, payments करने हैं, तो वो सब कुछ हम डेबिट साइड पे लिखेंगे. सो नॉर्मली इनकम्स आर बीन रिकॉर्डेड इन द रिसिप्ट साइड एंड एक्सपेंसेस आर रिकॉर्डेड ऑन द वी कैन से पेमेंट साइड. एंड वो इनकम और एक्सपेंसेस नहीं तो रिसिप्ट और पेमेंट जो है वो कहाँ लिखेंगे, क्रेडिट एंड डेबिट. बट इसके अंदर भी कुछ चेंजेस है जो हम जब अकाउंट्स वाले जो ट्रीटमेंट है वो देखेंगे इसके अंदर, वो बाद में. क्लियर? सो हियर अल्टीमेटली वी नो दैट The balance of payment is nothing but as an accounting statement which help us to show the goods which are being imported and exported, or it is a systematic recording of the transactions which are being done by our country or home country with rest of the different countries or the world, we can say. So उसके अंदर goods normally क्या होता है, goods physical goods and we can say इंटेलेक्चुअल गुड्स, वो चीज ट्रांसफर होता है, सर्विसेज होता है. सो दिस इज व्हाट मीनिंग ऑफ बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट. नाउ लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, दैट इज टाइप्स ऑफ बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट. सो नॉर्मली देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ पेमेंट दैट इज बीन डन. दैट इज नॉर्मली हम बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट देखते हैं और अनबैलेंस बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट. नाउ बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट मतलब हमारा डेबिट एंड क्रेडिट मैच हो जाएगा, वेयर इज अनबैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट जैसे क्या होगा, वी फाइंड दैट देयर विल बी डेफिसिट और सरप्लस. डेफिसिट मतलब हमारे पास कम पड़ रहा है, हमको पैसे ऊपर से ज्यादा देने. सरप्लस मीन्स वी आर गोइंग टू गेन फॉरेन इनकम. Deficit means we have to pay the amount of money. Normally it happens like this much import, this much export, and for example our export is more, then we can gain foreign income. Our export is less and import is more, we are going to pay for the payments of the remaining money. So this is how it happens, but detailedly we are going to learn in this particular thing. But do you know what are the goods are been exported more and what are the top 10 goods which are been imported by India? If you don't know, just find out from the Google and I'll give you this as an assignment. So just keep in mind what are the things, what are the goods and how much quantity. In 2019, top 10 goods which are been exported from India to different places for how much money, how much US dollar, because internationally accepted money is nothing but dollars. And second thing, how much export, so how much export is been done by India and how much import is been brought by India from the foreign countries. So both of them, 10 things, just keep in mind, write for a general knowledge, and if you want you can just write in your examination in further also if needed, not compulsory. So all these things you should know, because some of the topics which are been there are been deleted from your, so all this particular thing you need to do. So that's why I'm giving you a small assignment, just write down top 10 things which are been exported from India and how much quantity and how, so not how much but how much rupees, and top things which are been imported. So top 10 import things and how much rupee which has been coming, and what is the surplus or deficit for India. So that particular thing for 2019, clear, you just find out. Now then after, let's learn the meaning, that is balanced. So balance of payment is said what, when both the import as well as export are at equal level. Suppose 100 billions of export we have done, 100 billions of import is been done, so total together it is having zero balance, no payment is taken, nothing is, so that is balance of payment. Other side can be like when there is uneven, if either of export or either of, we can say, import is more or less, we find that there is unbalanced situation which is coming, that is you find that either of the side is increase or decrease. So here it is called as unbalanced balance of payment. Balance of payment is unbalanced when the value of entries on the credit side is not equal to the एंट्रीज ऑन द डेबिट साइड. मतलब क्रेडिट साइड पे जितनी अमाउंट है उतनी डेबिट साइड पे अमाउंट नहीं है, मैच नहीं हो रही, कोई भी आइदर साइड पे इंक्रीज डिक्रीज हो रहा है, तो वो कैसे पता चले कौन सी साइड इंक्रीज है, तो उसको क्या बोलेंगे. सो फॉर दैट फर्दर two differentiation is being done in unbalance, that is either deficit or surplus. So what is deficit? Deficit means कम पड़ रहा है, lackingness, क्लियर. सो कम पड़ रहा है, lackingness. surplus मतलब ज्यादा है. अभी वो कौन से सेंस में ज्यादा है, वी आर लर्निंग व्हाट, फॉरेन ट्रेड, वी आर एक्सपोर्टिंग एंड इंपोर्टिंग. सो इंपोर्ट, when we talk about deficit of balance of payment, means you find that your imports are more than your export. Suppose you have imported 200 billion US dollar goods from the rest of the world, but your export is only 175 billion, so 25 billion is your lacking, so that is deficit. That much amount you have to pay extra, that much income you have not balanced with the rest of the world. Because as per your statement, you have imported more and exported are less. So you find that if your payment sides, that is more of payment, import करेंगे तो वो payment side लिखेंगे. So if your in payment side are more than your receipt, or we can say your credit side is more, sorry, your credit side is less than the debit side, then it is been called as what? You find that deficit in balance of payment. You have to pay for pay to the foreign countries in their currencies, or we can say US dollar more rather than in kin. So there is no income, there is only payment which has been done by your country. Because your might be your country will be developing or underdeveloped country, वहाँ ये cases ज़्यादा दिखते हैं कि there we find that there is always a deficit of balance. So ये question बनता है, does India is in deficit balance of payment or in surplus balance of payment? ये भी question find कर लो. Clear? So you will get to know from how many years if it is surplus, so from how many years it has been surplus, or how many years if it is deficit. Most probably it is deficit, but from how many constant years? If you just look it out every year data, कि हमको पता चलेगा कि हर साल इंपोर्ट कितना हो रहा है, हर साल एक्सपोर्ट कितना हो रहा है, तो हर साल हमारा कंट्री, our country, how much it has been paying and for what all type of goods which are been imported, तो इसके लिए ज़्यादा पैसे पे कर रहे हैं हम. Just have a look. So it takes only 15 to 20 minutes for searching and just write down. So because this is an assignment I'm giving, I don't want to do, but you need to search so that another time, कभी भी कुछ भी जानना, you can just find out by your own self. You should know. चलो. So two things which you have to write after this writing the notes, or make a different book and just for a rough book, or just you can write down कि what are the goods are imported, what are the goods are exported, top 10 goods, and in India how much it is going in deficit or it is going in surplus. Coming to the second one, that is surplus in balance of payment. Now we know what is deficit. डेफिसिट के अंदर हमको पेमेंट ज़्यादा करना पड़ता है, मतलब हमारा एक्सपेंस ज़्यादा है, हमारा पेमेंट साइड इज मोर. सो वी फाइंड दैट पेमेंट साइड इज मोर देन दी रिसिप्ट साइड. So that's why there is a deficit. Here opposite of it. So your receipt side is more than the payment side, or we can say your value of credit side is more or it is greater than your debit side. Then it is called what? We find there is a surplus in balance of payment. There is a surplus in balance of payment. Clear? So यहाँ पे it in the sense your exports are more, your incomes are more, your receipt payments receiving from foreign countries are more. That's why we find that you're having surplus. Your country will be gaining foreign income, foreign money will be there, and because of foreign income your national income will raise, your gross national income will raise. So this is how it helps. This is how you find it every year. If your exports are more, तो वो अच्छा रहेगा. और normally this particular surplus in balance of payment is seen. It is seen in the developed nation because they are fully developed. They are producing in good quantity, and most second thing, that is we are the largest country. That's why we are, with the population, we are lacking behind. But other countries, other developed nations, the population is less, the standard of living is high, the money payment which has been given to them is high, and you find that the GDP as well as their economically developed nations, whereas we are still developing, we're still struggling, and we find that we are in the deficit of balance of payment. Clear? Now normally we find that different medicines, different, we can say, some of the petro gases to the different small underdeveloped countries we are transporting, diamonds we are exporting, sorry, ये सब चीज़ एक्सपोर्ट कर रहे. सो इन दैट वी ट्राई टू गेन मोर मनी, बट सम ऑफ द कंट्रीज लाइक डेवलप्ड नेशंस वी ट्राई टू इम्पोर्ट, Germany or Russia or we can say USA, we try to import heavy machineries, electronic machines or different technologies. So this is where we find that we are losing our money, or because we don't have that much thing, so we are importing from them. So this is how this goes on every year. So here, if some of the times our receipt side is more, or our foreign income, when we can gain foreign income, when our imports are less and export are more. When we try to export more to the foreign country, we find that we can gain foreign income. Clear? So these are the four, or we can say these are the two main types, that is balance and unbalanced, in that deficit and surplus of balance of payment which we have learned today. Now in the next class, your next two topics will be in the next lecture, that is accounts of balance of payment. So in that we are going to look for the current account, and then after the capital account, and then after what are the factors which influence or which affects the particular balance of payment, that particular things also we are going to know. So we are moving to the mid to the ending of the chapter. Steve, this chapter is small. Basically, actually, it is very big, but some of the 4 points are been removed from you, so it became half of the chapter. So my possibility, I think that in next two lectures our chapter will get over, and then after we'll start the tenth chapter, that is industrial sector. Clear? So this is how we go. We have to go in fast, because as and as when we complete the chapter, we can make more and more of revisions. If you still find any doubt, any queries, you can just write down in the comment section, or you can just directly contact me. Clear? Sure. Thank you.